It's your boy, Straight Line MTB, and I'm back. I have not stopped riding, and I definitely, as you can see, not stopped buying bikes. So stay tuned, strap in, and we're gonna talk all about this beautiful beast. Another new bike day here at Straight Line MTB is the 2023 Rocky Mountain Element, and this is the C50 build. Huge shout out to Air Park Bikes. Thank you so much. They were very easy to work with. They reached out to me, got all the information to set up my new bike, and crazy enough, I've bought a lot of bikes, as you guys know. I've ordered them online, picked them up at the shop. I have to say, by far, hands down, this bike was the absolute best packaged bike I have received. It was wrapped in, every piece was wrapped in bubble paper, then it was saran wrap. It had a nice blanket over the top. Just amazing customer service from these guys. So if you guys out in the Scottsdale, Arizona area, or if you're looking for an awesome bike, check them out. So real quick, let's just go over the build spec. This is the C50. I went with a C50. It's like in the middle of the range. I felt like for me, it is the best value. So what you're getting is Fox 34 performance fork, 34 on a 120, 130 millimeter bike. It's pretty rad. It kind of tells you what this bike wants to do. It's not like one, you know, a 32 millimeter stanchion bike. It really stouts it up so you know you can go really hard. It's got the Fox DPS performance in the rear. It's got a SLX cassette XT rear derailleur paired with that XT shifter. I like the XT shifter over the SLX because you can get that double downshift, so you can really pump through. If you're really going fast, you crank that thing down. You're getting race face effect cranks. You're getting the Rocky Mountain branded dropper. On our size large, it is a 170 millimeter dropper, so it's perfect. Gets it right out of the way. It's got the SLX brakes. Now, is the 2-piston front and rear. Interested to see how that works. I know the newer Shimano 2-pistons are stronger than the old ones. Me being a big guy, I'm over 200 pounds, so I'm interested to see how this bike stops me on the downhills. Full carbon frame, just a beautiful bike. If you look at it, it's just high quality. The way Rocky Mountain does things, it looks great. The chain protector, rubberized, very nice. This is my first Rocky Mountain bike. It's my second Canadian bike. We did have the Da Vinci's, which I love, so I'm very interested to see what I think about it. But this army green, they call this part blue. It looks more of a mint color. Anybody who knows me, I really don't like blue, so I was very excited to see that it's not a traditional blue. Maybe it's like a baby blue, something like a mint. The stem and bar is Rocky Mountain branded. Looking at the bar, it's an aluminum bar. It's a 31.8. I do prefer 31.8 over the 35 millimeter clamp diameter. Just a little bit more compliance. ODI grips are really nice on this. That was a good surprise. This bike, as you see it, comes in out of the box, tubeless setup, no pedals, 28.4 pounds. So throwing pedals on, it's gonna give you another pound. I'm gonna do my Laminex frame protection on this bike to protect everything so it's nice and fresh, add a little weight. If you guys are interested in frame protection, check the link below. I have 15% off. Get you hooked up with great frame protection, some of the best that I've ever seen. What drew me to this bike is all the great reviews about how this bike can handle a lot more than you would expect for its travel. So after riding the Transition Spur, I fell in love with that downcountry, you know, ultra capable XC, whatever you want to call it. So I've been riding the Specialized Epic Evo a lot lately, and that is gonna be more on the cross country side than this bike. But Rocky Mountain brings on this bike, it's called the Ride 4. So you have 4 different settings on this bike. This is the first bike that I've had anything more than 2. So at the slackest setting, you're getting a 76-degree seat tube angle and a 65-degree head tube angle. Now that's trail category. So one of my other favorite bikes is the Da Vinci Troy with a 150 millimeter front, has the same head tube angle as this bike, so which is crazy. So it just tells you what this bike wants to do. It has, and then in the steepest, it's 76.8, and then the head tube goes to a 65.8. So you have a lot of adjustment in between to kind of dial in what you want to do. I would anticipate that I'm probably gonna keep it in the most slack section, or maybe one back. As I'm getting older, I guess, I wanna go further and climb faster. So I do appreciate a fast climbing bike as well as a bike that can handle it. Speaking of that, the wheelbase on this large is a 1231. Again, that's a long wheelbase for a bike of this caliber. XC, crazy. 1220, 1231, my Epic Evo's under 1200 millimeters long. So, all right, so I'm gonna put this bike out on the trail. I'm gonna ride it as is. I like to ride the bikes as is and then do some upgrades. That's kind of the benefit of having, I think I have 5 bikes in the garage right now. So what I'm gonna do is ride it. I think a lot of the weight on this bike for the 28.4 pounds without pedals, it's gonna be in the wheels. That 370 hub in the rear, it is nice. I know it's the DT Swiss, the upgraded one where you can put the star ratchet. I do have a 54 2-star ratchet I might throw in there, but I'm really looking at some carbon wheels I might throw on there just to lighten the load of this bike. But stay tuned. I will give you a full first ride review possibly and a full ride report. Again, thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next go round.